Hey everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here, and in today's video, I know I ended the last video in the Shaded Woods, which is where we're going to next, but I also remembered and forgot about things that I should have told you about to come back and do here in Majula. Now, if you didn't come back here during the Iron Keep, and you come back now, you will get the Gathering of Exiles trophy for everyone showing up. And now what we're going to do is come over here, talk to Gilligan, and you also want to make sure you have 12,000 souls. And also learn the gesture, like always. What you want to do is set up a ladder, and then pick 12,000. So now we'll just skip the cutscene. And then if you talk to him, he'll give you his scimitar, which will then get you a trophy. Now if you want to go ahead and buy the miniature, the ladder miniature, you might as well do it and get it out of the way now. But in case you didn't end up going down this to where this ladder goes to during the Black Gulch video, then it's best to do it now just to get it out of the way. Because I think, let me see. Okay, yeah, I'd already gone down to it and gotten one of the keys. So yeah, if you didn't go down there and grab the key to one of the DLCs and the 3 items down there, it's best just to do it now. That way you don't forget. But yeah. Once we can climb back up this ladder all the way, come on. Now one thing I also forgot to mention is, in here, come and talk to him. This is how I was able to buy the boss armor for the Smelter Demon right here. But the only way to do that is if you upgrade his shop by spending at least 10,000 souls on just whatever. And yeah, pretty simple, and then he'll eventually just upgrade his stuff. Alright, now then we can continue on and head to the Shaded Woods. Yay! So I'll just do that now. Alright, and now that we're here in the Shaded Woods, like always, I'm going to go through, clear out all the enemies, and just make sure that, you know, it's easier to get everything. So yeah, I'll be back around then. And we're back. Now, surprisingly, this area is very short, and there's not really a lot of enemies that you really have to fight or worry about. But one thing I also want to make sure you have is, we'll just take off the cat ring, is the Ring of Whispers. Now, you want to go ahead and equip that now. If you don't have it, head back to Majula and buy it from the cat. And yeah. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to get is a sorcery over here. We'll have to use a fragrant branch of yours, so you want to make sure you have at least one of those. Now by now you should at least have a couple spare. Be careful, this dude does hurt. As you just saw, he just destroyed my health. But anyways, open up this chest. And we'll grab the repair sorcery and some human effigies, which is pretty cool. Now heading from that, if you'll head back this way, this area should look very familiar for anyone who watched the first video in this series. The only difference is we come down here and talk to this person, Tark. You basically just want to keep talking to him. Come on. Come on. There. Once he starts repeating himself, you can leave. There's nothing really else that you need in this area, because the one item that we got was the weapon that we've been using for the majority of this game. Or at least this video walkthrough. Anyways, carrying on from here, we're actually going to go get one more sorcery, which we can then go to fight the final boss in this area. Or not final boss, the only boss in this area. So anyways, if you come over here and see the wood planks drop down. Now if you didn't talk to Dark Diver Grandal while you were here during the first video, you can now. But anyways, we're going to pick up the Homing Soul Mass and then just dip out right here. Now if you want to unlock Weaponsmith Ornifex, you can by using another Fragrant Branch of Yore here on this dude and getting the key. and then heading back to that area that we were just at with Dark Diver Grendel, and using the key in the back door that's locked, and then talk to her and she'll thank you, and then she'll move to an area that we'll later eventually come to, which I will also show. But anyways, now that we are done in this area, we can go fight the boss and head to the next area. It's pretty simple, straightforward area. I like it. Also, at any point in time, if you really want to just ensure that you can survive an area, just buy like 99 life gems. They're pretty cheap. Anyways, what you want to do is summon Man Scorpion Tark and head in here to fight this pretty lady. If you can get a hit in, you can, and then just go in. She will always sometimes do that swipe attack first. If not, it's not so bad. She's a pretty easy fight, especially when you use Tark. She really does like to focus you, not him, a majority of the time. It can be annoying, but sometimes it won't. As you can see, he can also stun her, and then he'll take aggro. Now, as you can see, using this weapon and stuff, we've pretty much killed her before she can even go into second phase, I guess you would call it, where she burrows underground and tries and kills you, or, you know, come out at you like she did at the start of the fight. But yeah, that was basically Shaded Woods. Pretty super easy area, I guess you could call it. Now we're going on to the next area, which will be the Doors of Pharros. Pretty simple stuff, really. Nothing too complicated at all. It's a pretty cool area with one of the most annoying bosses I will ever have the good graces of fighting. Now, if you're lucky, I would say try and farm those Mastodon Knights for their weapon, because it is actually a better weapon to get and upgrade than the Black Knight Halberd. Just because you can, once it's plus 10, it does better damage than the Black Knight Halberd. It can also be infused with Raw, and then also infused or applied magics, miracles, and stuff like that to even buff it out even more. But yeah, I'm just gonna take a small break here for a second. Yay! Okay, now from here, what you want to do, I know it's kind of weird, is just travel back to the Shaded Ruins, because we're gonna go and talk with Tark again, because he'll give us a Fragrant Branch of Yore, and we'll also be able to learn a gesture from him. Pretty simple stuff. So if you want to just run there like I'm going to, then by all means go ahead. If you want to get that chest up there, you can. I mean, I think there's a Titanite chunk, or I don't know. Some good stuff in there. It's Dark Souls, it's gotta be. Nor the dude we can't lock on to. Now, if he's not here, simply just go back to the bonfire or just quit and load out the game. Those are the two options I've seen that work and done and had to do for him to respawn. There we go. And we got our gesture. Alright, now we can pretty much just Homeward Bone out of here. Okay, now like always, I'm just gonna take a moment to go kill everything, and that way we can grab the important stuff. Yay! Woo! It's gonna get so old by the end of this. And we're back. It really wasn't that hard, but anyways, From the bonfire, if you head in here, there'll be 2 normal enemies and an invader. Watch out for the rats, they can cause toxic, which is annoying. Now for anyone who wants the Santier spear, or Santier, I don't know how to say it, you simply just use a Pharros Lockstone on this middle one, not the sides, and you'll still be able to enter. There is a Mastodon guarding this chest, so you will have to fight him. Get the legendary Unbreakable Spear. Huh. But from there, if you just head on this way as fast as you can, because water, slow. There'll be another 2 rats in here, so be careful of that. Climb up the ladder. And we're going to grab the only item of importance in this area, which is just the Twisted Barricade. Now if you just want to skip the 2 enemies, you can just jump across here. Pick up this Titanite chunk and Petrified Dragon Bone. And watch out for the enemy behind the chest. Carrying on the other side is just a corpse with another Pharros Lockstone and a soul. And in this area, you don't even have to go and grab anything off to my right. So if we just head over here to the left and hug the wall, we'll find this door that has this bonfire. Now this is a boss that I'm just gonna say it now. You're gonna hate, I'm gonna hate having to do this, you're gonna hate having to do this, and you'll see why. But anyways, I'm just gonna make a quick save right here. Okay. Now, if God will give me the luck to do this, or whoever, you'll see why I hate this boss so much. It's because it's that big thing up there. Now, the one thing you have to worry about most at the start of this fight is these little bastards. Because if you get hit twice, like I just did, as you'll see, my health is just getting shreked. And I'm instantly dead. That's pretty much how this fight's gonna go until you can kill all 4 of them without also dying to the boss. I know that sounds really hard, and it really is. But yeah. So good luck to all of us out there trying to do this. I'm just gonna plug away until I can do this. I'll probably at least include a couple deaths so you can see how frustrating it is even for me. Oh, that was so close. Such a good one too. Now, if you're lucky, you can outlive the actual poison itself. It's not exactly easy to do. As you can see, this is not going to be fun. I had a good start, I really did there. Okay, now then, as you could see, this fight is going to go so much more differently now that I don't have anything to worry about besides the actual boss itself. As long as you just kind of stay underneath him, towards his back, you should be fine. It only took about 5 or so attempts for me to do this. It's really not a hard fight. I'm pretty sure if you have some alluring skulls, this is like 1,000 times easier. But since I didn't, and I completely forgot how you get them on the remastered version, yeah, now that that horrid boss is over, I can just human up. Cool. Ugh. Now from here, if you just head out, stay to the left, you'll get a second attempt to join the Rat Covenant here, but I've already done that, so I'm just gonna carry on. Now, if you're curious where that area leads out to, right here, it's back to where you fought the Mastodon when you first came to this area, so you don't have to backtrack or anything, which I think is a pretty cool map layout. But anyways, we're just gonna basically run past most of these other enemies. Or kill them. I'm just gonna, if I'm close enough. The Gorm Warriors in this area are actually pretty good for farming Titanite, like large Titanite stuff. For anyone who's trying to get a raw gem, there you go. But yeah, we're just gonna run past this dude up the stairs. Now we're in Brightstone Cove, Tseldora. I think this is where I'm going to be ending this video, just for the sake of things. That way I can at least just have 2 areas for these 2 videos. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which I'll probably just start after I finish the next, well, after I upload this one. Yay! Woo!